What's up, YouTube? It's been a little while. Not hiding, still on Twitch every single morning. Also on Discord every single day. Post everything there, and I post all my stuff, the results of the day over on Twitter, which I'm getting ready to do. Decided to just check in with you guys, see how everyone's doing, and girls, guys and girls. Don't hold me to any of the standards like that. But yeah, losing day today. First losing day in over a month. Last month in May, we didn't have a single losing day. So a bit frustrated, but we can go over our trades. AEO, this was our first trade. Pretty decent one here, right at the bell. Decent extension up through that $0.50. You guys know nothing has changed. $0.50 whole dollars. Still look for them. Still look for the extensions through. AEO gave us just that. Got short. Came back down. Retested that $0.50. Took it off. And here we go. First trade. IOVA, second trade. Wasn't a big fan of this one. It did start to extend itself up through that whole $1.07. Not a huge fan of it, though. It was pretty slow. Was just already bored. Decided to take this one smaller size and just took it off and ended up being the right decision. You can see it went higher and hasn't come back down. So, okay trade there. Nothing too special. Then the one of the day that took us red, this DBX. All kinds of frustrating. You can go watch this live. We were live when we took this trade. Just all kinds of frustrating. If we zoom in a little bit more, this first one missed us by a penny. We were sitting at 22.03. It went to 22.04. Pumps back up. We add another 100. Was it 100? Yeah, the 100 and 100. Comes down. We end up taking some off right at our average. I think it was like a dollar gain. I don't remember exactly. But as you can see, it literally came down. We took it off. We had to take profit closer to 22 again. Didn't get there. Realized it was trying to bounce, and we went ahead and took half off just in case it did what it did. And yeah. However, I don't think I played this wrong. I don't think I ever played this wrong. I actually like the way that I played it. It just never wanted to work while we were in it. Should I have maybe taken this trade to begin with after here? I don't know. It started to turn into a bit of a grinder. So the only thing that could have been maybe a little different is when I added these shares here, when it went high of day, just cutting it. But we ended up adding those 100 shares back with the intention of if it tries to go high of day, as you can see, it did try to pull back, didn't give us the pullback we were looking for, that we were going to take those shares off and see what it did. It ran. It ran quite well, all the way up through 23 from 22.66, pretty much in a straight shot. We waited for the jiggle, which happened to be at 23. 23.09 is where it went. We got our add at 23.03. So now we have some realized loss. I don't remember exactly where our average was, but obviously it wasn't. I want to say it was 22.80 because I remember saying it bounced off our average a couple times. Here, I believe it missed our take profit. Or maybe our average. I don't remember exactly, but we missed take profit by a penny at least twice. It bounced off our average a couple times. It was just a very, very frustrating trade in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, as you can see, get the ad there. It starts to work itself out a little bit. So we add some more, looking like we're going to get that drop, and we do. And I'm pretty sure that's where our average was, 22.80. And I think that was the penny that it missed us by there. So at this point, I say, we're gonna, I believe we took these shares off first. I probably can check here, but I want to say we took these off and then added them back. Checking 09. Yes. So we took 300 off and then we added them back, and we had 150 at this point. It looks like. I'm not exactly sure of all that, but I'm pretty sure we took some off thinking it was going to go higher. Did not. So we added them back looking for it to be a fake out breakout because there was still no pullback yet. So we were just waiting for that actual pullback. And I didn't want to not be in it in some way, shape, or form when it did finally pull back. But it kept faking us out. So as you can see, it comes back up, tries to fake out again. We actually add more shares to just get our average up as close to 23 as we can. And I'm pretty positive this brought our average up to 23 on this ad here. And I think it actually brought us up to 600 shares or so, I want to say, I believe. But as you can see, it tried to go down 23, bounced off our average again, and went high of day. Now, it went to 25. And our cover was at 23. for 450 of the 600 shares. However, on this time, when it comes back down, I basically said, all this consolidation, either that's a fake out breakout and it works, or I'm done. So we end up adding 650 back. We ended up with 800 shares here. Yeah, so it had to be 650. So we ended up with 800 shares. And on the way down here, we had an order at 89 for 500 of the 800 shares. Well, it comes down to 88. Never prints 88, but shows 88 on the level 1. And I went and checked David's stream. Also goes to 88 with no 89s on the level 2 at all. But my order never gets filled at 89 for 500 shares. So it's like my order just wasn't there. And I'm so confused at why I didn't get filled there. But I do end up dragging it up. We get filled at 92 for those shares. So we lose $15 there, which is annoying. But whatever. So it's starting to come back down. We still got 300 shares. I'm really looking for VWAP, 2250 retest, looking for the actual possible pullback. And it just doesn't want to do it. So I actually go to set up on my montage to take off 100 shares. And I was just going to start taking 100 shares off as it went down if it continued down, but also eliminating some risk if it wanted to go back up. And so I go like this and I go to click market. And as you can see, the market here, I already had 100 shares loaded. The market here is right next to the short button or the sell button, whatever you want to call it. And I accidentally click once and then I clicked it again. I double clicked by accident. And I was really upset. Like, I was like, what do I do? But so I went from 300 shares to 400 shares. I was like, all right, well, let's give it a second. Because I think I added these at 80 or 77. Yeah. And it looked like it wanted to try to go lower. I was just getting ready to take some off if it wanted to flush into the 60s. And then, of course, it starts to pop out right back up. So I end up taking 200 off of the 400, leaving us with the 200 that I was going to be left with anyways. But I created a little bit more of a deficit, 77 to 82. So I lost $5 there because of a misclick. Starts to come back up. And I honestly don't remember what I was doing here. I think I decided to try this a second time. Like, I think I got out of it completely and then I decided to jump back in. I don't remember what I did here, if we're being completely honest. I was pretty pissed off just from all the crap that went on in this trade. And then I had Devin in my ear on Discord, like, talking, and that was a whole different story. But yeah, I did try it a second time, I think, and I failed. Yeah, here. So I don't remember what happened here, but we ended up getting out of the whole thing. I think I remember saying through 22.93, I was done with the trade. So I decided to just add as close as I could to that, assuming we get the drop down so that I could try to make all my money back on the trade itself. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. I just decided to go higher. So we ended up taking it off. It does try to go higher. I was here, but I missed this move. I definitely would have taken this considering what happened over here. Even if it was only 100 shares up through 50, it came straight back down to 23. Could have made back a decent chunk there. Would have probably been green on the day. Pretty pissed at myself that I missed this. I think I was just like copy pasting something. I don't even remember what I was doing. But now, of course, because I'm pissed off that I missed that and everything that went on here, I'm over here like, all right, well, is it going to try to go back up? Is it going to fail? And it looks like it's going to fail. So I decided to take 100 shares, just risking $10 because I was just going over the highs here of this candle. If it wanted to, start to go back towards the highs, comes down. Looks like it's going to work through 23. Gets bought all the way back up to my average. I take it off, and then wouldn't you know it, that's when it decided to drop, right after we got out. It did go back up to that same area, and then ultimately it did try to sort of work. It did finally come down to that 2250s area. Just frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. And then I tried Tesla. I saw an ascending triangle here off the bottom on Tesla. Tried it. Was looking for VWAP, but didn't really look like it was going to work. So I just took it off. It did end up going lower before eventually trying to go higher. And now it ended up back at lower day. So whatever. But yeah, let me attempt to fill you guys in real quick. I'll pull up my TraderSync just to show you where we're at overall. We are making a decent little comeback. So there is that. Here is, did I just accidentally, oops, stop. Oh, I got to hit full screen. Don't mind me. All right, full screen. So there's our curve. It's still looking pretty good. Let me do it like this, make it look a little better. There we go. You can see we gave back just a little bit, not a big deal. But if we go to our calendar real quick, you'll see that we had a whole green month of May. This is going to give us our first red day in a while. End of April, 1, 2, 3, a whole month of May, and then the first 2 days of June were all green. So a little bit of a green streak. We had red trades in there, but we finished the day green. But there is a lot of green as you scroll through. But as you can see, the whole month of May, there are some losses in there. And then there's that Tesla day that we all try to forget. But yeah, just trading back, went back to my roots again, got rid of the little itch that we had for, whatever was going on there. And we're just kind of inching our way back up there, just waiting for the market to give us some opportunities. And that's that. So don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to come watch me live over on Twitch, I'm there every single day. Feel free. That link should be down below. And hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Peace.